So almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Carlos Rodon. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
As we take a look at the Padres lineup, and Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
And he grounds one to the right side. Over to Goldie. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Machado.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. A solo shot. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here's Bogarts now. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. 2 outs, base is empty. And it's fouled away. Rodon ready. Here comes. That one fouled off.
Ball.
That misses the zone, and a full count now. Right through there, got it. And that's the third out. But the Padres draw first blood here on the solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back in New York, and on the hill, Nick Pivetta.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
0-2.
Foul ball still 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Diaz on to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. Here comes Aaron Judge. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
We all know Yankee Stadium is a great place for Judge to hit home runs. In fact, his coaches joke and say he can sneeze one out to right. Well, the scary part is it might be true.
Sliced hard but foul. That one fouled off. 2-2. 1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Two outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Left-hand batter waits. That one not close. Now 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back in the Bronx, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Luis Campusano, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Next for the Padres, Oscar Gonzalez. First offering, and it just misses. Rodon, in his 10th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
Runner at first with no outs here. Tap foul at the plate. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Good eye right there.
Low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Campusano gets his lead at first with nobody out. That missed inside. Ball 3. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
So digging in now for San Diego, Jose Iglesias. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
0-1. That one the other way, and foul ball. Man at first, one away. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Rodon fires. And that's outside.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1-2.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Padres leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we head to the bottom of the second, and Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. First pitch swinging.
It's 0-1.
Foul ball there. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
And it falls. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
And up next for New York, J.C. Esquera. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1-1.
He goes down looking. Pablo Reyes stands in. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Dominguez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Throw to second. Save! Two outs. Swings and misses. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 1 hit, 1 left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Padres 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back now in the Bronx, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Brandon Lockridge. Rodon back to work. Fastball is outside. And that one pulled foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
With Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying. And he plays the game his own way. It's a big reason why he's considered such a fan favorite.
So a man aboard. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias. 0 for 1 so far. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Step off throw to first. Tatis dives back in. Outside. 1-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dominguez racing over to make the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Machado stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, You want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Grabs it on the run. And that is that. One left for San Diego. They lead it 1-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, and the batter now, Oswaldo Cabrera. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Oswald Peraza in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Grisham at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
0-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Diaz on to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. As we go to the top of the 4th, and here comes Xander Bogaerts. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. That one down the line, and it stays fair.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Campusano batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Bogaerts gets his lead at first, nobody out. Outside low, and it's 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Grounded to third, could be 2. The throw to second is offline. He beats the throw, and they don't get the out. First and second, no outs. Next for the Padres, Oscar Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1. Line to left. Hauls it in for the out. Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And that's a fair ball. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's Elias Diaz, and a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one drilled left field, and foul ball. And that one gets past the catcher. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a tapper. Slings to first in time. Brandon Lockridge getting ready to hit. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Dominguez squeezes it, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, here is Aaron Judge. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
And a foul ball. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Goldie now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And that'll do it. We go to the top of the 5th. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. And that one fouled off. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. That one close, ruled a ball. And now it's even 1-1.
Two, 1.
Left field, way back there. That's going back. Back some more. Gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add on. It's 3-0.
Tatis is a superstar in baseball, and that swing of his is a big reason why. He's electric with the bat in his hands. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Luis Ariz stands in. That missed by a lot. And it's 1-0. And a foul ball.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall into second, and he's got a double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Carlos Rodon is done in this one, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. Will Warren into the game.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Manny Machado up to the plate, trying to move him over here. Cabrera slings to first, one away here in the fifth. Saying 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
Man at second. Ripped to third and caught. Throw not in time at second to double him off. Great hustle to get back.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. When you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Campusano at the plate now as he chases after that one. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. And they hold him at third, 90 feet away with 2 out.
Now batting, number 39.
Here's the left fielder, Oscar Gonzalez. Outside low, 1-0.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Grisham is there, makes the catch, and that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back for more from the Bronx. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jason Dominguez. That one's in there. Strike 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. This one high in the air to left center. Lockridge sizing this one up. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. Pablo Reyes stepping in now for the Yankees. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Up the middle, Bogarts. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Right side. Tatis has a beat on it. And that's the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. It's the Padres 3 and the Yankees 1. Back in New York, digging in, Jose Iglesias. Warren back to work. Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. Peraza makes the grab, 1 down. And now it's Elias Diaz. And that is out of play.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders' inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Over to Goldie. And that is the inning. So they make short work of him there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Padres 3 and the Yankees 1. Back here in New York, well, we go bottom 6. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. That one fouled off. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That one to first. Arise takes it himself, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Pulls that one foul.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
1 down, base is empty. And that misses.
That's the ball.
And the count 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these 2 are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet. Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to third. Machado throws to first in time. And the Yanks go quietly. Yanks held in check. Score holds. It's 3-1. We go to the top of the 7th. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Rip to third. Gets it to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Luis Arias will hit next. 1 for 3. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Ground ball to the right side. Goldie takes it to the bag, and 2 away to start the 7th. Here's Manny Machado. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
In the air out to center. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in, and that is that. Back in the Bronx, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Cody Bellinger. Swings through that one for strike one.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
The Yankees looking to rally. And that is downstairs. And the count 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
In the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just missed.
You got a full count.
Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little low.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Nick Pivetta is done, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. Yuki Matsui will take over here. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. There's a swing and a miss.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
0-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Dominguez stands in now, looks at that one inside. Liner, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. J.C. Esquera stepping in now for the Yankees. Outside low, ball 1. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
And that's in for a strike. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Dominguez on second. Esquera on at first with 2 down. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-2 is the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ian Hamilton.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He circles the bases, his second of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 4-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
High fly ball out towards left field. Going back on this one, and it's off the foul pole for a home run. That one barely got out of here, and they boost their lead. It's 5-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
And here is Oscar Gonzalez on the ground, and it goes just foul. Hamilton goes 6'1". He features a slider, a sinker, and he works in a 4-seamer. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Caught him looking for the K. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Ian Hamilton out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz. He's into the game with the bases empty. So up next, Jose Iglesias. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Grisham brings it in with a nice running grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Diaz now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Movement in the Yankees pen. Devin Williams up and loosening in the pen. Yarbrough warming up as well. A little out front there as he swings through it. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Out number 3, but 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 5-1. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Now at the plate, Oswaldo Cabrera. Swings through that one.
0-1.
Fought off foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Peraza batting with one down takes a strike. The Yankees down by 4 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Just missed. The shortstop takes the ball. Now a pop-up on the infield. Machado nabs it. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Down in order go the Yankees. They're down 5-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Brandon Lockridge. Cruz back to work. Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Tim Hill getting ready to go. Leiter getting loose as well.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. On and miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He's already homered in this game. Out to short. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Next to hit, Luis Arias. 1 for 4 with a double. That's out to center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Padres 5 and the Yankees 1. Bottom of the inning. Now it's going to be Aaron Judge. Jason Adam gets the ball now.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Struck him out looking. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
He's 2 outs away. And here comes Bellinger. Outside with a breaking ball.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Tied him up inside with that one.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
1 down, base is empty. And that one is downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive. Takes it in for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So last chance for the Yankees. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. And that drops in for a strike. They're down to their final strike.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now.
Ground ball, and this should do it. And that is the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
I'm a mission statement. Yeah, let's get the paper. Somebody love it, hate it, no matter the situation. What? Everybody rich to someone who got nothing, and everybody broke. Whether spirit or funds, Americans tell a lie. The dollar cover the flaws, the flow. The flow is covered by God. Told my city, hold on. The weather throwing me off. I'm in the city of lost angles. Trying to move forward for long. Everyone ain't raised me. I'm ready to stay at heart. Heavyweight in the industry, want siphon it up. They rewriting it with every bit of spiting it. Ever since I gave first pass to Nikes, I've been seeing where the anacondas and where the vipers live. When you good money, the industry want siphon it. Spent 2 years loud being quiet. Then Def Jam cold. I'm like, yeah. I like quiet. I'm the guy in the office. Vendetta ever come on a 5? I'm all the boss.